Hey, hi, I'm Mona. This is Chit. This has nothing to do with well, a little bit, but not really to do with what I've been talking about. But what this video is about is the effect of PTSD is what I'm gonna show you guys, because I want to show you guys what happens to me when I'm triggered and stuff. So if anybody else out there has an issue, maybe we can work together and not have this problem, because PTSD is really serious, okay? So this is what I've noticed. I didn't notice it before. I just noticed it right now, okay? When I get triggered and I get in some sort of anxiety mode or something like that, sometimes it's unnoticeable, right? And it's just something that's just a small thing, right? It doesn't mean I'm going to fly off the handle or do anything like that. No. It just means that I'm going to start doing something that's repetitive. Yeah, like that. So I have noticed since, talking about all this stuff and everything around here, that my anxiety levels have gone up. They really have. Now, I probably need a blood pressure test machine, which I might be able to call the VA and get one. I don't know. We'll have to see how that works, because y'all know I don't like to go to the VA because I'm triggered there. But I may need to get one of those. Maybe I'll have to just buy one myself. I don't know. But so this is what I've noticed that I do. Like, you guys see, I'm walking in circles, right? I'm walking in circles in this house. That is an effect of the PTSD. Even like, I'm holding my phone, I'm talking to you, but when the effects are bad, I'm not holding my phone. I'm just doing this. I'm walking in circles and I'm thinking and I'm talking. And people might think, oh, that's some craziness. No, it's like a tick. It's a tick of my PTSD. When I'm thinking, I'm walking, I'm thinking, like, that's a tick from the PTSD. Me constantly walking around and thinking. When I lived in Long Beach, in California, when I had my little apartment over there, because at one time I was on Section 8, I was homeless vet, and they got me a place, right? I used to live in like a house that was set up like a shotgun house, right? It was just straight back, all the rooms. It's kind of like this, actually, where somebody can like be in the back room with a shotgun and shoot and be protected back. That's what they call that, right? I wasn't going to do that, but I lived in a house like that. So I had a long middle hallway like I do here, right? So in that hallway, the whole floor of the hallway that I was walking in Long Beach, not here, because it was carpet, it was worn out. I had walked back and forth so many times that I wore out the carpet. Yeah, that's what the stress and anxiety caused me. So now I've noticed I'm doing it here now. I wasn't doing it at the beginning, and I never did it while I was on the road or camping or anything. But because of the stress and anxiety of the town, the city hall, the people, I'm triggered. I'm triggered. So now I'm starting. I may start. There might be tracks showing up here sooner or later from me walking back and forth, because this floor, it's not solid wood. It's like that plank board they put together, but this has definite capabilities of wearing out in an area that's used too much. So basically, eventually, it'll get worn out here from my pacing and walking and talking to myself and thinking. And so that's what happens. So I just wanted to express to you, that's what happens when sometimes with some people, maybe not with others, everybody's different. But some people with PTSD tend to pace a lot. When they're thinking, they talk to themselves because they speak out loud. It's not because they're crazy. It is a tick that's really hard to tackle. So I just wanted to let you know that that's something that I do. And because everything that's going on, I just realized now that I'm doing it again. I'm doing a lot of pacing, walking in circles and talking to myself. So, and that's an effect that somebody with PTSD can get, because we have a hard time talking to people, especially when it's the VA. The VA looks at you like you're nuts. They don't understand, right? Some people don't understand. I went to nursing school. They don't teach you about mental health in nursing school, not unless you specifically go and learn about it. So that's why nurses mistreat people a lot of the time. That's why I don't trust nurses. Because, I went to nursing school. I found out everything about, that's why I switched majors, because I didn't like it, because I felt like it would cause me too much stress if I continued on with it. And it was. So then, I got licensed as an EMT. EMTs are not taught anything about mental health, right? So you kind of have to go to school to learn about it, And I studied all kinds of stuff in school that have to do with mental health, not because I chose it, but because it was required for the major, So that's how I know all this stuff, because I was required to learn stuff in certain classes. So, yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to, fill you guys in, on what I'm kind of going through right now. It kind of sucks, right? It does. It's okay. And when I go on walks, that's why I do it every day, because I love the walks. The walks if I wasn't going to do the walk in here, it's out there, and out there it's better because it's natural and it's airy and it's nice. Even I talk to myself out there. So I'm obviously going through a tick, or trying to conquer that tick of pacing and all that stuff by, going out, and instead of doing it in the house and tripping out by myself, at least I'm out in nature. And that's why every single walk I take out there, it feels good when I come back. Like I feel, you know what I mean? The only problem is, because all this stuff is going on now, that tick has intensified. So now I'm going through more of it. And that sucks. It really, really does. Anyways, just want to let you guys know about that I'm feeling anxiety, and my PTSD is acting up, and this is what I do. Yeah. But you know what? This is the price I paid to serve my country. I risked it all for my country. Not all, because I'm still alive. Some people risked it all. But this is the effects of being in the military and going through something, almost dying and all that stuff. So, yeah. I was in a combat area. We were constantly training. This is the effect. And it sucks, because probably I have to live with it for the rest of my life. But I'm working on it. Even I have to work on it by myself. That's what sucks. Because I'm traumatized by the VA even. So it kind of that's why I have to constantly watch my weight, work out, stay away from certain foods and things, because I can get real sick if I let myself go. So anyways, there you have it. I just wanted to show you an effect of PTSD, that what happens to me. Okay? Some people have it. Some people don't. They do other things. I pace. So yeah, that's all I have. This is Chit. Thanks for listening. Bye.